Hey y'all, excuse me. How's everybody doing? Um, Sorry, I've been a little under the weather. I think I had a touch of the flu this past week, so I'm just starting to come back around and feeling a little bit better. But I wanted to come on today and just say hello to everybody and see how y'all are doing, and just kind of give you a sneak peek. I made the art journal glue books a couple weeks ago, and everybody really got a great response to them, and I actually got a couple of orders, and I wanted to just give you a sneak peek. I still can't talk, y'all. Anyway, I'm here. That's what matters. So these two are going to be available if anyone is interested. Please feel free to send me an email or message me on Etsy, and you can reserve one of these if you are interested. Just a sneak peek to the ones that are already spoken for. This one, Bambi's already spoken for, and I happen to have this one piece of this quilt that worked perfect for this. I've been hoarding this piece. It was a little raggedy, but I did manage to salvage a piece that worked for this. And then on the inside, I kind of used another piece of fabric because I didn't have enough. It was it was a square, but it wasn't a full normal quilt square, and it was pretty ratty. There were, holes. I couldn't get a piece big enough to put on the inside, so I used a different piece. But this is a sneak peek to my customer who reserved this one. And then I did have another Richard Scarry book, and I cleaned this one up as best as I could. I cleaned both of these up as best as I could. They were well-loved books, so definitely have some distress and age on them, but all in all in pretty good shape. And then on this one, I used this fabric that was gifted to me. I believe, I can't remember if this came from Renee or maybe Jen. Y'all, I apologize. I'm terrible. I have to go back and look at my videos. Or it could have come from Maddie. But I love this. And it looks really, really cool with that. And then there's this one. This one, that's a really, really cool book. I went through my covers, and I was going to do something originally a little bit different with this one. And you can see I did not get this quite straight. So I may just go back, just add a little piece of rickrack or something right through here, or I can just leave it. You can let me know, to my customer, you can let me know. These are not meant to be perfect. They're meant to be fun. And, art journals, glue books, junk journals, however you want to do your memory keeping or art or whatever. But this is a really, really pretty book. And an older one, but it was in really good shape. And then the back is just blue. But I used this fabric on here as well. Just thought it really went well with all these colors in the book. And I also used it on this one. This is a book I've had in my stash, and I believe my sweet friend Chastity may have sent this to me a while ago. I've had it in my stash for a while, but I've used the pages out of it, but I kept the cover because I really liked it. And you can see it's one of those beginner reader books, Cat in the Hat, and it's a little worse for wear on the inside. There's this part that's come off, but I can cover that up with something, or I could leave it for you if anyone's interested in this one. This one's a great size. This one's a little bit smaller. It is, it's like 6 1/4 by 9 1/4. So this is a great size, and just a really, really pretty. I just love this. I love this cover. And then this one is super old. This one's really neat. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Jessica Rapp may have sent this to me a long time ago. And again, I had some of the pages, and I've used the pages, so the front and the back are the same. And you can tell it's really old. It's even got, so it was a library book, so there's some tape right here that I just didn't dare pull off because this, you can see it right here. It was a library book or a school book, and there's the card is still in the back. So I left that, and then the cool images on the inside cover. And this is also a piece of quilt top. Okay, I really liked this design and this color. I wanted something that really sort of kept the vintage look of this. And you can see the cover was well loved. But this is super old book. I'm not sure of the year, and I apologize for that, but just really cool. And these will all be the same as the last 6 that I did. They've got a 3-inch spine, soft spine. It'll be flexible. They'll have 5 signatures, and you can see I've already pulled a lot of the pages, a lot of kids book pages and map pages and scrapbook paper. There's a little bit different. There's some calendar pages in this one, music. It won't be, it'll be pretty close to what I had in the other ones, okay? But a little bit different. It'll be a few different pages. I don't have as many. I've got to go back through my Richard Scarry books. I know I had quite a few of those. So I'm gonna pull a few more pages, but right now I have like 59 pages folded over. So that's pretty darn close to the amount that I had in the last ones. And then they'll come with goodie packs and fabric scraps and stuff as well. And I want to thank you all, to all of you who purchased the ones I made before. I appreciate it. And the ones who ordered. And then if anybody's interested in these, send me a message and I'll send you PayPal request. And or you could also do we could also do Cash App. I know it just depends, but I'd rather do it that way, and then put them in the shop. Unless nobody's interested, I'll throw them in the shop later when I get them finished. And I plan on getting them finished in the next couple of days. So I'm not going to mail, just so you know, I'm not going to ship anything between now and Christmas because I have to go to the post office, guys. And if you're familiar with where I live, it will be a nightmare between now and probably the day after Christmas. Maybe that Friday won't be so bad, but it'll be insane because everybody waits till the last minute, excuse me, to mail stuff and ship stuff. But I wanted to come and show you that. And then I have a couple of other books that so I'm going through my stash, and this is great because I'm using up things that I've been hoarding that I want to use, but you know, I can't make everything into, and I think these are special, don't get me wrong, but these are just super fun and very eclectic, just fun to make and not so tedious in thought about everything that I put in there. And I just like doing that. And like I said, I have so many things. It's a great stash buster. So I have this other book, and I believe this came in Happy Mail as well. It's probably a chastity book. This is a really cute book. Look at the colors in that. Here comes Tag Along. This is just a really pretty, and it's an old book. Let's see. Yeah, this is 1971. Haven't even busted the pages out of this. Really cute pages. I could make some really cute embellishments out of this, and then I could include some of these pages in the book. So if anybody's interested while I'm doing this whole stash busting thing, I could make one out of this. And then I do remember Chastity sending me this one. I can't get through a video if that hit my camera. Now this one's a little bit bigger, but this is a beautiful book as well. And I think this would be fun. This would really be a fun art journal. And there's beautiful, beautiful pages in here. I wouldn't put them all in here, but a lot of them. It's just really neat. It's a neat book. And just some other options that I might I might end up making something out of it. So this one is like 9 1/4 by like 9 and not quite 10, like 9 3/4, almost 10. So it's really almost square, which they're fun to do. And I think this would just be neat. A Gretchen book. Just some of these things I've just been hanging on to. And then this one's really cute. This is smaller, and I could clean this one up. Those terrible toy breakers. Look at the eyes. I thought this might be fun. And this is small. Like I said, this is a smaller book. So this is 1980. And this has some really cute illustrations in here. But this would be fun to do a little glue book out of, or smaller art journal. So it's about, by the time you took this off, 6 1/4 by, let's see, 8 3/4. Yeah. So this would be fun too. So those would just be some options. If anybody's interested in me making one of these, you know, just message me, and it'll be. Now these will go out right after Christmas. All 5 of these will go out right after Christmas as soon as I can get to the post office, just FYI. These will probably be later in January, but if anybody's interested in those 3, because I've got some other things in progress too. I just wanted to show you that. And then another thing I was going to come back, and like I said, I've been under the weather. So another thing that I've been working on is for my grandkids for Christmas, and I told you guys I was going to do this. So I took, and this is not perfect. These are going to be little art journals for them. But just an idea for you, okay? Take your little golden book covers that really aren't in good shape, and like the inside of these look okay, but the outsides were pretty, you know, not in great shape, okay? They were peeling, and I've got so many little golden books, and these were just covers that I had used the pages from already, that I made. Like, I took just packaging, okay, and they're still not quite dry, they're still a little wet. You can take a brown paper bag, you can take lunch bags and cut them open, or just brown paper packaging, whatever you have. It doesn't have to be this, it can just be cardstock, whatever kind of paper. My thing is recycling, so I think, you know, but what I'm doing with these is I've covered 4 of them, and I'm not worried about this. You know, I'm not worried about that because that's going to give some texture, okay? So what I'm going to do is on the front of each one, I'm either going to take some, I've got a ton of chipboard letters that in my scrapbooking days, I just have not, been able to get rid of that stuff because I do use it for tags and birthday cards and different things here and there. So I just haven't, you know, I've got them all in one bin. If I had more than that, I'd get rid of them. But my plan is, or what I'm thinking, either, so for the 4 grandchildren, Peyton's a little bit older, I'm going to do something a little bit different for her, but I might do her one a little bit bigger. So I'm going to put like Sophia's art, okay, and Owen's art, and Oakland's art, and Amory's art, but I want to leave. So I'm trying to decide, do I want to just like put a tag on there? I might just do some kind of little tag on there that says Oakland's art, and let them, so they can paint this. But I am going to cover the inside. I'm either gonna use more paper like this and then just go ahead and like gesso it. And then I'm just gonna put like copy paper in it. They are from the age of 3 to 7. So I'm not gonna put expensive paper in there. But I am gonna bind a couple of, just 2 signatures and put them some paper in there. And do it simple enough so that maybe, you know, if they wanna take it out, I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave it. I think I'm going to bind it in like I normally do, and it'll just be a little book of their art at that age, okay? And then I can make more. Can always make more. But I'm going to do that, and I'm going to make each one of them a little art bag. I have some really cute fabric It's got the little handprints on it. So I think I'm going to make them a little art bag to put their books in. And then I'm just going to get them some like little, like maybe a pack of gel pens and maybe a little inexpensive watercolor. I don't know if I'm doing watercolor though, if I do that regular paper, because I don't know how that'll work. But I'm just going to get them some pens and maybe, yeah, some kind of marker, and stick them in there with the bag and give them little journals for Christmas. So, because there's 5 of them, y'all, and I don't know. It gets expensive. You start buying stuff for 5 children, and I prefer to make them things anyway. I did get them something though, and then Peyton actually wants me to make her something, so I was excited about that. I've never done it. I'm gonna try to make her like a little over the shoulder kind of handbag. I've got some really cool cow print fabric that I picked up from Katie at Katie's Tribe of 5, and some jeans, some repurposed jean, and stuff like that. And I've got zippers, I've got all that kind of stuff, and I've got a video to sort of go by. So I'm gonna attempt it, and if I get a chance to show you guys, I will. We'll see how it turns out. I've also been working on some ornaments. I'm gonna come back later, sometime this weekend, and show you guys some of the snowman ornaments that me and a friend of mine made a couple of weekends ago before I got sick. And they're really cool, and this lady is just super awesome, and I'll tell you about her in the next video that I found. She's actually in Knoxville, Tennessee, and she has a YouTube channel, and she makes some of the coolest things that I like. So I'll be back to share that with you, and if you're interested, send me a message. And thank you guys. I hope that you are all having a wonderful holiday season so far. Don't stress. I actually just got my Christmas tree up. Okay, I just got it up like last night because I've been down and out for the past week. And yeah, I usually right after Thanksgiving or the first weekend in December, I usually have mine up. I'm not one to put it up way in advance, but I could, because I do have an artificial tree because I'm in an apartment, and it just scares me to death to put a live tree in here. So, and not to mention, I'm not doing that all by myself. Just not, when I can pull mine out of a box and bam, put 3 pieces together. They're already pre-lit. Anyway, love you guys. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you soon. Bye.